This is James Holder for the Cassius and Helder Show. I'm at the Cosmopolitan Hotel today, ahead of Andy Lee's World Title Challenge. With me, I've got trainer Adam Booth. All right, Ad?
You sent the proper team today.
Proper team, indeed.
He's been relegated to the, I don't know,
He's working on the camera today. Yeah. Firstly and foremost, when did you guys arrive?
Yesterday morning, afternoon, something like that.
Yeah. Settled in okay, everything all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
That's a
Proper night's sleep.
Bit of a nice suite he's got here, to say the least.
It's all right. If you're fighting for the world title in Vegas,
yeah,
you gotta feel like a champion.
Indeed. How would you assess his preparation and training camp for this fight?
In all honesty, better than I could have hoped for. And I'll say that now in advance of the fight, because if you would have told me 8 weeks ago that he would have done the training that he's done and the sparring that he's done and get all the scores that he's got with no injuries, I wouldn't have believed that was possible at that stage, because I'm so used to injuries happening, even with the fights that did happen in the past, the big fights that happened in the past. There's always something, and this time there was nothing, so he knows that it's perfectly set for him to go out there and do what he knows he can do.
Fighting for the title vacated by Peter Quillin, Matt Korobov, undefeated, great amateur pedigree. Can you tell me what you know about Korobov?
Yeah, sensational amateur pedigree, southpaw, quick legs and quick hands. That speed doesn't necessarily translate into his defence, but he's got a wealth of experience as an amateur. Not so much as a pro, but this is a world title fight. And kind of just like teams playing Man United at this stage of the game, everybody raises their game. So we have to expect the best Matt Korobov to turn up, and we expect a better Andy Lee to turn up.
Fair assessment that Andy Lee's been in with better opposition as a professional than Korobov. Would you think that's an honest statement?
Yes, as a pro, but then of course Korobov's unbeaten. Struggled in a couple of fights, but he's still unbeaten. But I think that Andy has, with the experience of being with Emanuel Steward for all those years, the sparrings that he's had, the training camps, the fights that he's had, and his amateur pedigree as well, because he went to the Olympics, of course. Yeah. The age he's at, I don't think he could have a better moment to take a challenge like this.
A lot of Irish, even British fighters that come over to America sometimes overawed by the big occasion. Andy's been based in the States. He's fought here probably 24, 25 times, numerous times in Vegas. Do you think that helps him understand what's going on?
It can't hurt him. It certainly can't hurt him. You know, and when if you spend all your life fighting in one country, when you go to another country, and the commissions run differently, the change rooms you've got, especially in Vegas, you have at least 2 commissioners standing there. There's a different feel to it. They don't give you the gloves as early as you get them in England, so you don't get the chance just to mould your hand into them as long as you do back in England. There's little things like this that make all the difference, that once you've experienced it, at least once, but if you've experienced it a few times, you know what to expect, so nothing throws you off your track when you're in those last moments of just getting yourself ready. So, of course, all experience is good experience if you use it wisely.
Andy's massive for middleweight, very, very tall. Do you think that's a good advantage coming against someone like Korobov?
Being tall can be a disadvantage just as much as it can be an advantage, because if you stand up too tall and let people get in underneath you, you've got to remember, if you've got a tall fighter and a short fighter, the short fighter that's punching up is actually going to the chin. The tall fighter that's punching down is going to the top of the head. And so the shorter fighter can have the upper hand in that moment. It's not about height, it's more important about the reach, and using your reach from the right heights and not just standing up tall. But that's something we've been working on for 2 years, and he knows that it's starting to fall into place quite nicely over the last few months. And now it's really, on Saturday, it's time not to think, but to go out there and do.
Billy Joe Saunders, mandatory challenger for the winner of this fight. Is that something you and Andy Lee have spoke about?
No, because nothing exists other than Matvey Korobov. And what will be afterwards, but in 4 days' time, he gets something that he'd been praying for the last 3 or 4 years, and that's to get another world title fight.
Do you think you've improved Andy Lee with the 2 years you've been working with him?
That's not for me to say. I'm not going to be as disrespectful to Emanuel Steward or as presumptuous as that. We have worked on specific things, and we're happy with where he's at.
Okay. What will be his plan from now till fight night? What do you go through? What's the moves?
He loves fight week. He loves it. He loves all the hype. He loves everything that goes on. So we're here, really now, not thinking about the fight, but just enjoying each day, enjoying the view of the balcony, enjoying
Fantastic view, I might add.
walking around, and all the hype and all the excitement that goes around being involved in a world title fight. And don't use up any emotion. Just enjoy it, knowing that the time to focus and switch on is when he makes that walk to the ring, having done his warm up, and he starts to zoom in.
Thank you, sir. Bizarre fella.
Is there going to be any relevance to that or not?
Just can't get the staff now.
I think that was his signal to say wind it up.
Just can't get the staff.
His crap goes on too long.
Well, as I said, I want to thank you for talking to Box Nation. It's great to get you here. It's great to be in Las Vegas, and yeah, we look
You
forward
two are
to
living the
seeing-
dream, aren't you?
Get
Live the
involved,
dream. Live
get
the dream.
involved. Look forward to seeing how the drama
Well,
unfolds.
nightmare if you're doing it with him, but try and enjoy it.
He ain't that bad. He's alright. Snores like a baby goat.
Put your tongue away. Why is your tongue hanging out all the time? He just unzipped his trousers, by the way, and started to get it out until he realised that he'd exposed.
This is James Helder of Adam Booth for Box Nation. Cassius Helder. Thank you very much.
It had to rot at the end, didn't it?